so today we're talking about deadlifts. So for me personally, this is my favorite exercise, and for a lot of people it's the same, just because with this exercise, you're probably going to be able to move the most amount of weight out of all the exercises out there. So we're going to go over our position for this, and we're going to demonstrate what the actual movement looks like. And the little safety note is when you're doing this exercise, it's important that you always maintain a nice neutral or flat back, because once I start to round my shoulders or my lower back, especially again if I'm moving a heavy amount of weight with this, then it's really going to jeopardize my position and open up the potential for injury. So to set up on this barbell, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and then I'm going to set my feet about hip width apart. So if I trace a line straight down the outside of my hips, it should run and just rub against the outside of my feet here. And the reason why I want to use a hip width position in this is because that's going to allow me to maximize my pulling power. The wider I go with this, the less efficient I'm going to be in pulling. So the best way to do this and to maximize it is to keep those feet about hip width apart. Now, some people like to use kind of a double overhand grip in this, but as that weight starts to get heavier, you're going to start to feel that barbell roll down onto those fingertips, because the limiting factor in this exercise more than likely is going to be those forearms and those hands, all the strength in there. And to kind of get around that, what you see some people sometimes do is they'll kind of use a neutral or a mixed grip. So I'll have one hand facing down, another hand facing up, and what that does is it kind of counteracts that barbell roll, and you can keep it a little bit higher in that palm here. So again, my feet are hip width. If I look straight down at this barbell now, I should be able to see that bottom shoelace that should be straight in line with that barbell. Position my hands just outside of my legs. Again, a nice flat back, and what I want to do from here is as I start to lift up, that barbell stays nice and close to my leg. Once I pass by that knee, really all I have to do is push those hips forward, and then coming back down, it's the exact same. So I'll push those hips back, I start to load those hamstrings and glutes up, I pass by that knee, and then from there I'll come into more of a pronounced squat position. So again, big safety thing on this is keeping that back nice and flat, and don't jerk that barbell off the ground. It's a slow movement from the ground all the way up to my knee. If you can get past that point, you've got past the hardest point of it, and then from there, it's just simply a matter of pushing those hips forward.